Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, live stream.
Day.
Where's the camera for the live stream? Is it
Right.
Is it over there?
Okay.
Hello.
Right. So.
Hello, live stream.
All right.
How you doing?
On the
Hello.
internet.
Right. We always will tend to start and wrap things up with a particular little phrase that hopefully you guys may have seen in our series that we wanted to kind of start with. So like we usually say good day, and if we could do that and then you guys could say it back, we think that'd be
So we haven't met yet, right? It's a gentlemanly greeting. So we haven't seen each other yet.
So we'll
It's
go
like,
good day, and then you guys.
Good day, and then you say it back. So
Yeah,
let's
basically.
count it in.
3,
Should we
2, 1. Good
Good
day.
day. Lovely.
Lovely.
Amazing.
Right. So we're Hat Films. To my right is.
Ross Hornby, a.k.a. DJ H3 Max. Thank you. You're too kind, all of you.
And to my left is.
I am Chris Trott, a.k.a. Trottimus. Thank you. And to my right,
Hi, I'm Mal Smithy, aka Smith.
and we are the genius that is Hat Films.
Titled by Lydia.
Thank you very much to the kind people that titled it. But
Honestly, though, it's a great privilege to be on this stage. So thank you very much to Lydia and Mojang for giving us this
and to
hour.
you guys, who are of course the main reason we're actually even here. Lydia took some convincing. So I mean, you've seen our Minecraft trailers before, is that right?
The update ones are at 1.7.
What's everyone's favourite?
Right. Seriously.
Mine's
Yeah.
1.7. Okay, that's good.
I mean, the intro yesterday. How'd you guys find that? Was that okay? Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a long one.
Yeah,
the doors were loud.
Yeah, doors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Really
the
loud.
smashing of the potions as
Yeah,
well. God,
very
it's
loud.
like being shell-shocked, doesn't it?
That wasn't my fault.
Woke everyone up there. That's important.
Yeah, so again, thanks to Mojang for giving us that opportunity to make that intro. We love making all of the trailers for everything. It's a great opportunity. That was probably the biggest project, the intro one, wasn't it? I mean, how long did that take?
Well, a whole week. Normally we do it in like 2 days. Because we only have 2 days. But we were lucky to get a week. So we managed to squeeze it all in, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
So, let's travel back, shall we,
Journey
ladies and gents?
Journey with us.
Journey
History.
back. With the time when...
Transition.
Yeah. Should we say how we started out?
I guess so. Yeah. I guess
So,
that's
Hat
important.
Film sort of began at uni when we were slacking.
Yeah, we were just bored and thought, why do coursework when you can play Minecraft, which
There's
just
a lot of
came
work.
out in alpha.
Me and Ross went to university together.
Yeah.
Smith was at a different university because we didn't want to be near him.
Yeah.
Well, literally, I was in
They
another
were friends
country.
before,
So I knew Chris before, and then these guys
Fortunately.
met, and then I came to visit, and I met Ross there as well. But yeah, I mean, these guys did. I mean, we get quite a few questions about what we did at uni, so go through that.
Yes, me and Ross did a television and film production course at university. It was in Portsmouth. It's a good course, and we learnt a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It gets you in the frame of mind of like, okay, I want to do this. Can I finish now so that I can actually do it?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So we were in our 3rd year, and we were doing essays, and then Minecraft came along, and we didn't do essays.
Yeah, we stopped. We stopped those essays and thought, well, we'll just spend all night playing Minecraft.
And Smith
as
joined in.
most of you have probably experienced.
Yeah, and then I got a Skype call from these guys because we played a few things before together just for fun. They're like, "Oh, have you heard of Minecraft?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't actually." And they're like, "Oh, you should try it." And we went on, and then we just started building things. And I think the first thing I decided to do, which I really regretted at the time, was build a railway under a sea. And I didn't realize how long things took. And I was literally there for about 6 hours.
Didn't you build a diving bell?
Yeah, and a diving bell. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell are you building? And you're like, oh yeah, it's a diving bell. I was like, oh, no.
I was like, I'm going to build a
This is hard.
railway under like a channel tunnel, essentially. And then we just never used it. And
And
then
me and Trot built the 2 towers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I tried to build the
Crumble
Mines of Moria
Oh God, that was ridiculous.
single-handedly.
Single-handedly
Never again.
building the mines. And we're like,
Like 1-to-1 scale.
until we found online that there was one much bigger, and we were like, wow, we're not building that.
Yeah.
Stop building, stop digging there. It's just a waste of time.
But then we realised that there was some YouTube videos like sea nanas.
Yeah.
Does anyone like sea nanas? He was awesome.
His introductory ones were amazing, and we were just like, well, you know, this is something we could probably do. Like if we combine like the stuff we learned from our TV course, like with editing and stuff, we could just record it and see how it goes.
And we were dabbling with YouTube beforehand. We put up a controversial video.
Yeah, Dr.
About Jesus.
Trot, she was dressed up.
I was dressed up as Jesus, all right. And there were some guns involved.
And it's just
Don't Google it.
It's very green screen, isn't it? It's got some nice effects work on it.
Yeah,
all right.
So.
One of our first, it's still up there. So.
You can find
Still
it.
controversial.
Still, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, you guys had that grounding, and then I did PR and media at uni, which I mean, it's useful definitely, but I played a lot of computer games basically. Just used to play. I played
Wasn't
games.
your actual final thing on World of Warcraft?
It was actually, I did my dissertation on the role of play and its representation of the individual. So like how people are represented. There was some big plague in World of Warcraft, and like it was kind of a study of how some people wanted to spread it, so they're a bit destructive. Some people wanted to help. And I mean, like I'm a firm believer that like games are a really interesting way to explore like what people are. So I mean, we all are, aren't we?
What mark did you get on that?
It's like a 2-1.
So
we got first, by the way.
Yeah, we got first.
we got first, which is the top mark.
I got a first in life, okay?
But either way, regardless of university, we decided to give YouTube a go.
Yeah, pretty much, and went full force with just like putting videos out every day with like Forsaken Lands.
Forsaken Lands.
So, which was, you know, when you watch it now, it's like terrible audio quality because we were just using like little headsets from like our iPhones.
And when you examine the map as well, like it's like, oh, it's a giant wall, it's empty.
Do we even have it? I don't think we have a clip of it.
Let's have a look at a clip if you've got it.
Oh, I don't know.
There should be one in there.
Come on, man.
Let's search.
Oh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. It's doing a search.
Searching for Forsaken.
It's not his computer, but...
Oh, okay.
Don't have it.
Don't
you just have to YouTube it.
You just have the YouTube, it's all on there. But yeah, basically we were using headset mics and Audacity and ScreenFlow, was it?
Yeah.
ScreenFlow from Mac.
We actually used that for a long time still anyway, like, but we
both had Macs, didn't we? And Mike couldn't play Minecraft that well, so it was all recorded from Ross until like episode 6, where Smith burnt down a house that we built. Yeah. We spent 6 episodes building a house.
Hey.
And then he burnt it down. So it all started from there, really. And then after episode 6 is when we really started playing with editing and stuff like that. Is when we thought, okay, talking over a game is fun, and there's 3 of us, which is cool. There's a bit of a dynamic there. But let's actually incorporate our skills as some sort of editing and incorporate like...
I think that's what Minecraft, that's the good thing about Minecraft, is the fact that, you know, it's an open world, so you can pretty much create anything in there. You can kind of just build sets without, like, worrying about cost or, like, well, obviously there is some time involved, but you can be really imaginative, and we kind of used that to our advantage, and, had the whole world, and, you know, could be the camera and stuff like that, so that's kind of where we started.
Yep. So with that, we then moved on to time lapses. Like we sort of thought, oh, let's build some stuff and just have the camera generally sort of gently pan using like very soft touches on the keys and stuff like that. Before any like awesome mods.
Just to hold it there.
Yeah, I mean we use Cam Studio a lot of the time now, don't we?
At the time, time lapses were sort of on YouTube. We saw that no one had really done video time lapses properly. We've seen like 1 or 2. But there were people that had just got still shots of like in progress, like me building a bridge. And they had like a shot of 1 block, and then about 10 hours later, I guess, they had half a bridge, and it just showed slideshows. And we thought, why not actually like speed up footage and show the whole process? So we actually have the time lapses that were eventually emailed to Carl.
Which is the kind of, the beginning of...
With awesome...
Bear in mind,
music.
You've seen Far UK stuff nowadays. Right?
This was pre-Far UK.
They're at the back over there.
They stole our idea.
Timeless is not
and
our
did it
idea.
Infinitely better. but we're still proud of them in a sort of school, like preschool kind of way.
We tried. Marshmallow. Show the marshmallow one.
Gone?
No? Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want to see? We got Marshmallow Key. The one that's a cake.
Well, show the marshmallow. So the marshmallow one is the one that Carl saw from Mojang. This is what kind of Bear
in mind, this is, you know, very early on in Minecraft's legacy.
Is this set up with audio?
I think it's got audio. So here we go. This is Marshmallow Key. sound on this? Sound okay? Let's try again.
Oh god,
yeah, right. That
it's
was
like
dancing.
hardcore.
That was hardcore. Well, that's probably so yeah, the idea was we did a little time lapse. We also make most of the music ourselves. Sorry for that one.
Oh yeah, I mean if you can hear that, it's like a hardcore version of like that. But dun, 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 dun,
I did that quite a lot at the time.
Oh man, it's just everything to full on that, isn't it?
It was we did little time lapses like that, and then we started to worry, didn't we, Ross?
What do we worry about?
Good question, Ross.
What were you worried about?
We were worried about copyright
Oh, God,
on
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
because we were uploading Let's Plays and things about a game which we didn't own, and we were thought, okay, is there a problem here? And we are stupid enough to not go on the website and see it's perfectly fine to upload videos. We didn't go on that website.
It was only because of the TV course we did. They like drilled it into you that obviously you can't really use any copywritten content, music and stuff like that in any video that you put publicly. And so we were just we were kind of like, are we doing something wrong? And then we thought, well, what's the email? Let's just
so instead of reading the terms and conditions, we decided to email a CEO.
Why not?
So we emailed Carl. We laid out a really nice email saying, hello, is it all right if we put up stuff on YouTube like this crazy dance?
But that was ignored, wasn't it?
Time
He ignored
lapse.
that.
Huh?
He ignored that.
He ignored it for 2 months. 2 months, but then he replied and ignored the question completely. Thanks, Carl. But he came back with an even better response, didn't he? He said, your videos are awesome.
Yeah.
And he wants to use them for a conference. I think it was either PAX or
I think it was
E3.
PAX, wasn't it?
I think it was
Yeah,
PAX.
it was one of the PAX ones, yeah.
And they said, we could take your videos and then put together a little montage and use it to promote Minecraft. We said, well, actually, we could do one better than that and make you the whole thing itself, like make it customized for PAX and have like a cool little trailer. He said, amazing, do that.
Yeah.
So we did, and that was made. And he loved it, and they all loved it, didn't they? And they said, and then we had like a back and forth email conversation between us and Carl, and he added us on Skype. It got romantic.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Romantic.
Sorry. But then from there, we actually got round to starting to do and throw the idea that we could do update trailers to promote the new stuff in Minecraft, because for us, like, the Halloween update was awesome because they made, do you remember the Halloween update, the very first one? Where they introduced the Nether and stuff like that. They actually had a nice, cool little thing on their website, which is like the Halloween update, which is awesome. But for all the other updates, there weren't really like, there wasn't much information. And we thought it would be great to have it in video form, like a trailer, like most other games do. So we suggested, why don't we do the next update? And they said, perfect. And they gave us the 1.6 pre-release the day before they wanted the trailer.
That's right, yeah.
So that was the start of the quick turnaround trailers which we made.
Yeah.
So who wants to see the 1.6 trailer?
If you just play in the
very first
background,
one?
that way...
I'll play it in the background, relatively quiet, so that we can talk over it. Bear in mind, it's our first one, and it was done in 24 hours.
Yeah, like, well, most of them were, like, within like 1 or 2 days.
What's this? Let's open it in something else.
There it is.
Let's open it in QuickTime. So I'll put it about half volume. Full screen.
The world of Minecraft is
So that's my voice.
and sometimes
I was using an iPhone microphone for
stranded.
this.
At like 4 in the morning.
That's
Oh,
a
that was
That's
Wilson
Ross's
reference.
voice.
Some may never see the friends
Castaway
again.
reference.
I'm a lonely
So we start to
librarian
use cinematic
in a
shots,
house full of paper.
and there's been paper thrown on the
Until
Smith.
now.
I know. I'll make a map.
As you can tell, the audio there is still not
Alright.
incredible, was it?
I'm out of paper. Shall I
No,
come down?
our jokes weren't the best
To
either.
read.
That actually came out quite organically because we were having to do things like that, like have somebody literally throw the paper. So we
Star
decided to sort of introduce that as kind of like a meta sort of thing. So sort of have that whole like set breaking and fourth wall, was it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Like, yeah.
And these are the film grads. Turn it down.
Turn down shot. Come on.
I'm on my way,
Talk.
Wilson. Pumpkin.
So yeah, we're showing off the map. So it was the idea from the very start was to like, okay, let's take all the new things and form some sort of narrative. Let's make the trailer actually interesting instead of we've got maps, we've got long grass. This is how we promoted long grass, which is introduced in 1.6.
Documentary style.
The process with all of this, with all of our trailers, we just sit down and literally just talk for an hour and just be like, right, I've had this
What the
idea.
hell can we do
Yeah,
with
yeah.
long grass?
Yeah. And usually the first couple of ideas get laughed at or just generally insulted.
I can't believe you're
Yeah, that's
thinking of that
awful.
idea. What is that idea?
Coming this way.
But I mean, we all have similar tastes. Like, it's important that people you're working with kind of share your humour, I think, and you can bounce things around. I mean, that's a huge strength of ours that we're really lucky to have. Like, there's three of us. I mean, there's a lot of content creators out there who are on their own, which is a really difficult task to know whether what you're saying is funny or whatever. But yeah, we obviously are British, so things like the David Attenborough style feel to the long grass, like here's got some long grass. Ooh. Like just
look at it.
just stuff like that. Like what we watch. I mean, we're kind of like Monty Python style, sort of like Blackadder, all that sort of stuff. Like we'd love to aspire to anything like that. Yeah, really awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which
yeah.
doesn't work for everyone, but it was all right.
Yeah.
Did you like the 1.6 trailer? Was it when it first came out? Okay. What about the 1.7 trailer when we did that one? I think we
decided to do something different for that one, to like literally have it all on one track and literally just have it all in one shot. We thought, yeah, that'd be fine, that'd be easy. But obviously, like we thought, well, that's gonna be a bit boring. Why don't we spice it up?
Good day, Minecrafters. The 1.7 update is here, and we've got shiny new.
He's owned a Mac for I don't know how many years, yet he didn't think to turn the volume down.
Yeah.
So basically with this, we were thinking, well, the nature of this update is quite mechanical, quite machine-like, so we thought if we could have one long shot, I mean, talk about
The Pistons were a pretty big deal. So like, yeah.
huge deal.
I mean, if you were doing the track at the time.
Watch out for those
I was doing the run. Like we were leaning because we didn't have any there wasn't any camera mod at that time.
So
Also,
yeah,
it was a fresh download.
Yeah, everything we do usually involves using a vanilla client, so no mods are usable at all. So we have to do everything within the world. The only modification we can usually make is texture packs. So, for example, I think Trot, you were the camera at this point. Were you the camera?
Yes. So I was doing this long track, and we had to think of a way to make the camera stable, because as we know, if you're using your mouse, it's very juddery unless you're using machinima cam, which is what we were doing. We wanted a single shot to go all the way through, like a Rube Goldberg machine style, to show off what Pistons could do, all in one, and show off in the background like how you make them. And the way we made the camera be smooth and sort of the same speed as the guy running was to get a load of glass in a line and also a load of glass as a wall, so it's like an L shape, which I pressed my back up against in the game and slightly tilted the mouse to the left, so I was pushing up against the wall and moving backwards very slowly. And in order to get rid of the glass that I could always see on the floor on the left-hand side, I had to modify the texture pack to make glass completely invisible. So there's a bit of customization to get the camera work looking nice, so there's a few creative difficulties and challenges to get over to make sure that it looks nice.
The main difficulty was actually building it all, though, because we actually we'd only just got Pistons. Like we were literally given it before anyone else, and we were like, well, what do we do? We didn't even know how to make them. Like they didn't tell us how to make them, and we were like,
So just in the craft window.
do we just can we go into creative mode? Creative mode wasn't there, so we were like, okay, well, obviously we didn't even know about it, so
So we were literally trying to get the recipe, like, well, it's not wheat.
yeah, we didn't have a number for it, so.
Well,
Yeah,
what
but I don't-
shape
how did
would
we
it
do it? I
be?
think we spent like a good hour trying to work it out. That's like we literally spent a long time trying to work out how to make them. And then once
It's not
we did,
glamorous. It's not a glamorous
and
lifestyle.
then once we did, we were literally just like giving ourselves all the materials for them, making them, and then just like going crazy with like setting
worst
them up and
bit-
figuring out redstone, which we didn't know
The
about.
worst
in it
bit was
either.
easily that 1.7 thing at the end.
The wall, yeah.
Wow, that was
And it pushes
ridiculous. The redstone behind that wall. Have you seen the behind the scenes of this video?
It's an
complex,
absolute
like-
mess. It's not optimized at all.
I think if someone who knows what they're doing with redstone will obviously be like, what the hell? What
What have you
is
done?
that? What is that
What have you done
monstrosity?
behind there? But we were proud of it, and we had the waterfalls coming down and everything, and we think it showed off what Pistons could do and how you could take it further from what we did. So yeah, we
What
were
about the music as well? The music, like a lot of people love that music. We decided to use it on a lot of our the end parts of our videos because it was quite a catchy little thing.
Yes.
And you made it at like 1 in the morning, or it was later than that. Because I remember us seeing the sunrise and be like, oh yes.
It was delirium. I was completely delirious at this point, and we were making the trailer. We'd finished recording the track, and it was about 6 or 7 in the morning at this point because it was a 24-hour turnaround for this 1.7 trailer again. And I started making weird Tim Burton-esque music. I was phasing out, just looking at the sun rising. I couldn't tell whether it was the real sun or the Minecraft sun.
Yeah.
I think there's always this element that I think works from even I guess you'd call a brand point of view, like literally an element of delusion and like maniacism, like in that we literally do go a bit mental.
We have to go crazy.
and it comes through, and I think it works, because that's kind of, I think that music had a bit of a sort of nutty, like Mad Professor kind of feel to it,
which enhanced the whole piston, mechanical.
Which I think works. Again,
Definitely.
it was kind of, I suppose, just, I guess you'd call it luck
Yeah,
in a
I
way
guess so,
that
yeah.
it does work. But I mean, that's an example of how, I guess your personality can come through in a way of establishing some sort of feel of what you make.
We really wanted that in our trailers. We wanted it to sort of have that fan vibe, because Minecraft is about the community, and I think that's initially why Carl approached us in the first place to do these trailers and not get someone professional, is because it wouldn't have that quality, let's be honest, of the fan making the game, because we are the people that make the awesome things that are shown and presented at these panels like E3, and I think our qualities as sort of keeping it real as opposed to doing CGI awesome trailers with blockbuster Hollywood actors and things like that. It just wouldn't lend itself to Minecraft in its dynamic.
That being said, I think that it is important to see that user-generated content and this feel of, like you say, made for the fans, by the fans sort of style feeling is important, and I think it works really well. I think that we say, they could have got someone professional, but I mean, truly, who would you go for quick, go to those MineCon trailer making professionals? They just simply don't exist. And it's similar, I mean, a lot of people, for example, DICE, I really love the Battlefield trailers that they put out, and they have in-house artists, 2 or 3 people who literally film them within it. And I think that that's an important thing, and I think YouTubers and people that want to make this sort of thing, there's a huge opportunity there, because user-generated content is becoming the real way to communicate, because it is real. We had to go through the same things that you guys would have to do when you opened up that update. How do I make these things? And I think that that's probably why Carl saw that it was a great way to do it, because I think it just talks to each other like the community does. So, yeah.
And then from 1.7, we did the 1.8 trailer, and that was a big update. It was the adventure update. So we had lots of new things added, and we thought that we'd take the adventure aesthetic and sort of make it a bit more cinematic.
Do you want to play it in the background?
I'll play it in the background. I'll open it with QuickTime.
I just realised how much stuff we've got on here.
We've got tons.
It's already been half hour.
So this is the 1.8 trailer. We thought we'd really go with our filmic side of things with this one, because there's lots going on.
Yeah, we decided not to be in this one as such with our Minecraft characters, so we thought be a bit adventurous. That's the...
And the music, this is the first time we've really incorporated sort of trailer-esque music, where the titles and everything are sort of in cue and in time.
That shot took ages. That was me putting clothes on, and they're like, for God's sake, move your mouse fast. I'm like, okay. Didn't know about shift click.
Also, the use of After Effects,
Yeah.
for things like the text, being stuck in the space there.
But,
Using program, we'll go into more detail there in a minute,
but yeah, this is just quite a standard format of trailer. So you have a big build-up, and then you have a montage sequence that builds up hype and intensity to the point where you just literally can't fathom what the hell is going on.
It
You have
also
to pause it.
It shows everything in there.
It shows everything.
I mean, we've managed to get most of the features visibly in there, either in the background or just literally right in your face.
We will say that we do take quite a lot of cinematic license. Like, for example, the intro video this weekend, we didn't include absolutely everything that's been added, simply because we want to show that it's about the things that have been added, but we can't physically fit everything in a cinematic way. So there's sort of a balance there between just giving the feeling of update.
There's a lot of angry commenters. I didn't include this, like a long list. And like, sorry.
Right, so if we rattle on a bit, we did our first live action Xbox trailer. Oh,
Yeah,
was it the Minecraft Pocket Edition was the first live action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the Pocket Edition was going to come out pretty soon after this, and we were approached to do a more hands-on look at the game, because it's quite hard to actually record the Pocket Edition itself.
Plus, we didn't have any HDMI out or anything like that.
Yeah.
I remember being on holiday. Like, I was on holiday, you were like away, and then you just had to like run down to
We
Portsmouth.
didn't have a
'cause that's the
camera
only way
or
we
anything.
could get a camera. And
Yeah.
like,
So we had to go back to university and sort of say, can we borrow a camera, even though we're not at university anymore? So I rushed. I did like a 2-hour train ride to this place, got a camera, and filmed our
our
friend
friend
Nathan, his thumbs.
on the toilet as well.
I'll show it in the back.
Oh, we thought like, right, what does this mean for Minecraft? And we're like, you'd be able to play it on the loo. That was like literally we
The
all
one
said
place
it.
you can't take your computer, you can just.
And we're like, are we going to do the loo shot? We're like, yeah, get the toilet
definitely,
shot.
Definitely.
There's his thumbs.
I don't think we had lighting, did we?
No
We didn't
lighting.
even have lighting, so it's kind of very.
Again,
Did
very
we use an
amateurish.
office chair as a
Yeah, a
dolly?
track.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a track. So this shot here was me on an office chair, pulling it back.
with like loads of steady added.
And then we had a bit of footage of like over the shoulder, because we couldn't really take footage from the phone itself. It didn't have that option. So this was quite tough. And he couldn't build at all.
He'd never
So I
played
had
it
to
Never
build
played
until
it,
now.
so.
So yeah, nice and quirky. I think we've always kept that sort of quirky aesthetic, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like, it's all a bit jovial and jokey, which I think is what they like. I mean, we don't want to take the trailers too seriously.
Yeah.
It's about having fun in the
It's
end.
about having fun. And that was Pocket Edition. They loved that.
So yeah, next up, these guys went over to Sweden. Lucky them. I had to work in my other job. But yeah, you made a pretty hilarious. Again, well, we brainstormed this before you left, didn't we?
We had it was really rough, and on the flight there, we were like, have we actually got a solid idea? Like, tends to be like how all of them go. We never really have a solid idea.
I wanted a
And then we're
Nerf
like,
gun
actually, no,
battle
this
for
is kind of
ages. I was like, do Nerf gun fighting, and they're like, how would you do that? And I'm like, I don't know, like get Notch diving across the room with two
You
guns.
have to play that
Slow
part where he
motion.
says it's here, because we were literally just like, that was a surprise the way. It's here.
I love Jacob. He is fantastic. So this is his acting.
Guys! Oh! It's here! Holy Ghost! Wow!
All the guys did their own voices. It was brilliant.
We got them in a room and just said, I'll just say like surprising things.
We let,
Jeb
one
says,
by
holy
one.
gosh.
So the idea for this trailer was to sort of give it that 90s early Nintendo Entertainment System retro tacky feel. So we also had a really bad camera, so we thought, let's really make it tacky.
Let's go to town with the bad effects.
Yeah. So we
And also
brought
the
down the
contrast
colours.
between like their excitement and how slow paced the game is. Like,
Yeah. We wanted that juxtaposition. It's like they're just digging in a wall, but they're so happy about it.
we'd only just met them like 10 minutes before filming all this,
Yeah.
so like it was like they worked really well.
Absolutely
Carl.
terrified. But yeah, again, like as you can see, the kind of humour that we like to go for, like this sort of like, yeah, I guess you call it Monty Python.
But the guys at Mojang have the same type of humour as well. So it's just.
Yeah, so
yeah.
might be there, yeah.
I mean, Notch loved the idea when we told him about it. He said, "Yeah, let's just go to town with it," and we did.
We were very happy that Microsoft said, "Okay, let's put on the."
Yeah,
live
I think they
occasion."
were.
They
the
were
most-
hesitant about putting that on the Xbox Live, but
I think
Notch said
at one
do it.
point they were like, I can't believe they let us do that. Like, But that's the brilliant thing about Minecraft.
got away with it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was literally a whole trailer taking the mick out of
Pretty
the
much.
game. It's like these,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
so
And they
let's,
played along. So.
let's swiftly move on.
Okay, right.
We've got
Well, we did the
tons.
1.1 up there. There's not. Well, that's when we started Filthy Animals, wasn't it?
Yeah, Filthy
Yeah.
Animals. You guys seen Filthy Animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real love of ours.
Yeah, we like that.
It's basically an excuse for us to do the stupid
Good day.
voices that would otherwise
We're
not make
excited to
any
announce
sense.
A brand new update coming to Minecraft.
That's 1.1.
today. Did you know that Jeb from Mojang has been making weekly snapshots
Ross's
of
best
the game?
TV advert voice.
These awesome snapshots
which he is gifted.
have now been
1.1.
combined to create Minecraft 1.1.
1.1, that's amazing.
There have been some great new features.
This was the
Let's
hardest
take a
trailer
look
to
at what
do
they are.
because
Firstly,
they
there are
added languages. How do we film languages?
I was so hesitant about doing this because I don't know any other languages. Well, I know a little bit of German, but
And they added apples to trees.
Oh god, the apples.
So how do we film that?
Desperately waiting for an apple to spawn after smashing a
that
bush.
didn't even spawn. We put that at the top and it just fell because we left it there.
But the language thing was really good because like this is where the community comes into it again. We've got lots and lots of friends from all over the world, and we were like, does this sound like
pirate friends?
Yeah, pirate friends as well. Yeah. Hey, pirate man, how you doing? Yeah.
And then this is where Filthy Animals started.
Oh, Phil, I think it's my time.
Well, it's a bit nippy out, isn't it?
Winter's coming, mate. I don't think I can survive anymore.
Well, where's your coat?
I don't have much wool, not like I used to.
What happened to it, Steve?
You'll notice that I use my normal
faded.
voice here because at the time it was kind of like, why are you being so like suffery? Like, oh mate. But I actually forgot the voice I did for him in Filthy Animals, and I just started copying Trot. See, that's where they're like, oh hello mate, how you doing? Oh, you tried this
grass tastes so
this
nice.
grass. And I just completely forgot how to talk properly for about an hour. And
Yeah,
that's
flat, super flat as well, yeah.
Super flat. Is that how do we show off super flat?
it was so hard.
Slimes everywhere. So we were just shooting them down.
that sounds pretty creative.
Seems to be a fair few slimes, though. You might want to.
See, at this point, I'm talking like that. Why am I talking like
You
that?
switched them. You switched normal voice for the.
It's so bizarre.
Get 1.1 today.
Oh, what's this flatland thing? Why am I doing this weird voice? I don't know.
So that led on to Filthy Animals. Who likes Filthy Animals? Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, why did we do the sheep thing?
Well, it was all based on like if anyone's ever seen it, I think it's Aardman
Creature
like,
Comforts.
animations, Creature Comforts, yeah, where they do like the stop frame animation to animals and stuff, and yeah, that. Yeah,
Actually,
and Jeff spawned. through Filthy
Jeff
Animals.
was an inspiration of some. Oh yeah.
Well, I said,
Oh,
he's so glitchy. Why is this?
Yeah.
It's the glitchy Jeff, the glitchy
Yeah, God,
silverfish.
he's like, yeah. Oh wait, we could do this as a character.
Oh,
Jeff. And we were worried each update for what was it called? We were using Mob Disguise. We were using the
Mob Disguise at the time.
Mob Disguise.
We were worried that he wouldn't be glitchy anymore, and we were like, what happens if they update
What
it?
if they fix it?
And we were like,
just
please don't fix it.
Don't fix Jeff.
And don't fix. You can't. He's not broken. He's not. But yeah, like basically, and then we were watching. Who was it with the really mediocre?
Garth.
Smith. Something Smith.
You know the guy that does. Oh man, the Kool-Aid thing, and he does this coffee's black,
Red Eye
white,
Flashes
coffee's
twice.
white.
Well,
Red light flash.
Julian Smith.
Julian
Smith,
Smith, that's the one.
He
yeah.
does a really like
He did a
sort
really
of,
mundane one, didn't he?
yeah,
a
like just
mundane
playing.
song.
Oh, this is my song, and he's like, oh, do a Jeff song because I play the guitar a bit. Like, so I sometimes play it like while we're on Skype, and I was going, oh,
Really, to our annoyance.
guys, I've made
Trying
this
to
song
do something.
about Jeff, and it was just literally it's G, C, and D. It's like the most basic thing in the world. Like you could learn it in like a day.
And when
here
you
it is.
originally sang it, though,
Let's
you sang
show
it
it.
like with such like kind of happiness.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I did
we're
it in like
no,
this
no,
cheeky
don't be
Cockney
happy.
voice. It was
Just
originally, hi, my name is Jeff and I'm this
But no,
glitchy
scrap
silverfish.
it.
And he's
Scrap it. It's got to be mundane. You've got to sound like you're bored.
Monotonous.
just like
Hi,
glitching
my
about.
name is Jeff.
And then it went, and then it finished, and then at the end, and then I just vamped the chord and went, Jeff.
And that was
And,
it.
and they were like, what? And I was
And
like,
it's just like the
You gotta do
Warner
that.
Brothers like window.
Let's show it.
There's kind of a contrast between like, yeah.
Stop talking about it. Let's show
Okay,
it.
glitch.
Roll the VT.
My name is Jeff and I'm a glitchy silverfish. Not much else left to say. Oh, why don't you spend some time with me? That would really make my day. I'll glitch across
There he
the
is,
land. I'll
swanning
glitch
away,
across the sky.
catching fire to everything in his
Until
wake.
the day I die.
If I got anything left in me to catch this pup, it's time to tango.
Fish, and I'm one hell of a guy. Now everything's on fire, but everything's okay. 'Cause for Jeff, it's just another day. 'Cause hi, my name is Jeff and I'm a glitchy silverfish. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Jeff.
Yep. Filthy animals. There's going to be more, don't worry.
Hopefully more frequently as well, because we've only just moved in with each other to make this process easier. Because before we were sending hard drives of like 100 gigs and stuff of footage. So we're hoping to do a lot more of those.
So yeah, we did tons more trailers. We won't be able to show them all, but the most recent one was the 1.4 trailer. Who saw that one? The pretty scary update.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And this is probably our most...
I think with all the snapshots, like it kind of ruins. Like obviously everyone would have seen all the features beforehand, but hopefully we showed off. Hopefully we showed off. Like I'm not bitter. I'm not. But yeah, no. It was really good actually. It was quite fun doing it.
It was one of our. We really liked the idea when we thought of it. Like we all pretty much came upon the same thing, didn't we? We're like, oh, let's do some sort of like classic old 50s sort of haunted house feel. And Trott did his best. What's the composer? Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. Last two tracks he's made are
just pure
so close
Danny
to Danny Elfman. One of them just sounded like the Men in Black. Well, I won't ruin it. I won't ruin it by saying it. But
So we had Halloween costumes and everything because it was pretty scary.
We also had a lot of help, didn't we, from our
we want to mention like there's so much. Yeah, a few of them are here. Say hello, community.
Say woo.
A nice
Give us
little
a
group of them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, so we were very kindly helped very frequently and on very short notice.
We've got a great community to help us with this type of thing. So.
They help us with stuff like building sets. When, like, for example, when we had to build this massive hut, we need some help. More often than not, it's stooging, as it's called.
Standing in as us while we film it.
Yeah. So I mean,
disguised as us.
Also, these skins were made for us, weren't they?
Yeah, by
Thymian.
Thymian. Thank you, Thymian.
Thymian, raise your hand.
And thank
you
so much.
belongs to the one who made this.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, we need some sort of like spooky outfits, and so I'm Frankenstein. Ross is even hairier than normal.
I'm a werewolf.
He's a werewolf, and Trott's I thought he was the Terminator.
Sort of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde style.
Yeah.
And a bit wolfy too.
So right then, when that person ran by, that was one of the guys.
The invisibility.
Actually, the one on the right was me, I think.
I think so. Yeah, you didn't even play yourself.
I
That's
did.
ridiculous. Like, why? How did that happen?
Did anyone spot the reference with the two witches and the villager in the cauldron in the opening video? We used these witches as the main antagonists of our opening MineCon video. We thought, why not incorporate them back into the 1.4 trailer, where that villager is the one that helped Steve say, you're stuck in the past, you need to get back to the future. So we incorporate that story when he went right back through and sort of tied all the trailers together. It was a Back to the Future reference. Who got that one? Yeah.
We're afraid it would go over most of your heads because it's quite old.
Yeah. We always like to, when we think of things like when, for example, Trott was saying about including the witches cooking, and we're like, ooh, meta. Like we're always like, ooh, yeah, it's a bit out there, isn't it? So we're very proud of ourselves for that. But yeah, so that was the 1.4. Thank you again to our community and everyone that's helped us, and all people,
definitely.
JR, for example, hosting our servers as well. Like, there's lots of things going on behind the background. We have web devs, admins, all sorts of stuff like that. It's a huge task that not even three of us can do. So yeah, thank you to everyone for that. I think we're going to open up to questions now because we're sort of running out of time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's worth mentioning that we'll probably do a Hatch Out, which is our podcast on iTunes, sort of doing more detail about this, so like a MineCon special.
Who likes Hatch Out? Yeah.
It's free on iTunes.
Yeah, it's free on iTunes. Thank you to everyone who rated and reviewed that. There's some pretty hilarious reviews in there.
Yeah.
So
we're surprised at the popularity of that, actually.
Yeah, right. So if you'd like to ask us a question, please head to the microphones dotted around this.
Run to your
There's a guy
pointing
around. He's awesome. Follow him. He's doing great pointing. So if you have a question for us, please feel free. We've got so much that we could have talked about.
We'll keep answering questions until stage guys tell us to stop. Basically.
And we're going to plug ourselves at the same time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hello. I just have to ask, and I'm sorry to ask this, but how is Origins going?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Good question.
We really, really wanted to put a trailer for Origins today, but unfortunately,
for the intro,
we were asked to do the intro MineCon trailer, which is a big task.
We were working on that until 2 a.m. on Friday, and we travelled at 6 a.m. on Friday. So we got less than 4 hours sleep. So we really wanted to do it, and we tried really hard. We have sets built, and we've got
scripts and stuff written.
We've got voice actors.
Tons of voice actors.
We've got like we've taken the voice actors that we like so far and we've shortlisted them, so we have them still.
No one knows yet.
One of the main issues with it though was the fact that we all lived in separate places. So doing anything like that would involve like not Trot doing it all, for example, would involve us kind of either being in the same place for
4
a
weeks
long
ago we
period of
moved
time.
into a house together, so it's been moving footage around. But it has progressed, and we really wanted to, we were going to do some shots of the sets and everything like that. They look really awesome. Honestly, they really do look great, but we kind of underestimated the size of the project. And being us, we didn't really want to just hash it out. So
it will come and it will be awesome. And we're not going to show you anything until it is awesome.
Yeah.
So
and we're not going to release anything until we've got at least a few episodes down, because there's a lot of people who've released stuff which just doesn't. The rest of it doesn't come for like months, and it's just like no one wants that.
We
really.
want it
So we'd rather
consistent,
just have
and
it
it's going to be awesome.
delay the first part, and then
yeah, we hope that sort of answers it, sort of.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
On its way.
This is a question for all of you. What would you say is the biggest disaster that's happened to like a project you've been working on?
The disaster that also turned into Walrus Vision Week, so it's kind of a good thing. When I updated my operating system, and it just destroyed the screen flow that I was using. And when we finished recording, like for 3 hours, we were like, yeah, that didn't record anything.
For those that don't know,
then Walrus Vision Week was born. So
yeah, basically,
kind of a blessing.
We turned this thing into where we actually made a song about it for the intro of Walrus Vision Week, which is where we lost all of his footage. So Ross's footage of Skylands was lost, or something like that. And yeah, basically, we just sort of turned it into, I don't know, you kind of got to roll with it. That's probably the biggest disaster.
It was the biggest disaster that turned into kind of a success in that sense.
Yes, who likes Walrus Vision Week?
I've seen quite a few Walrus Vision t-shirts about, actually. Yeah. He's got terrible vision.
I can't see them. Thanks for the question.
When you started your channel, how much did you get involved in the Minecraft community, and where did you get involved in them? Or did you find that the community came to you?
We had a server quite quickly, like quite soon on, really.
Yeah, we really wanted a server. We wanted like more people to join us, and we just wanted it for fun.
Yeah, but before we had the server, we were persistent. Like our content was getting like 100 views per video, which is like amazing for like someone who's just started out. And we were like putting them out every day. And from there it kind of grew, and we just thought we'll just keep doing this. And I think more and more views came. Then the community kind of evolved, and then we made the server.
It's worth mentioning that the landscape has changed a lot now.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we started, it was not fledgling, but we were in alpha. So even things like servers were difficult. All the mods and everything now, oh god, it's so much easier working with everything.
But we spent a lot of time ourselves actually like building everything and kind of creating everything ourselves.
Saving servers on our computers.
Kind of put our edge on it, but like recently it's been a lot harder because we've been doing more videos and stuff.
Now you like more involved you can be, the better, because it's just friends to help you out.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
We are extremely thankful to our Hatter community. Yeah. They are awesome, and thank you for being part of that.
Not haters, as most people read it.
Yeah, Hatter, not
Shout
hater.
out to my haters. It's like, well, no, that's not what we're doing. It's Hatters. There's another T in there. Come on.
Yeah. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
No worries.
If each of you could add one thing to Minecraft, what would it be and why?
That's a tough one.
What would
I'd probably rename dirt to filth.
Yeah. I think you can do that, can't you? In like some packs.
I'm just going to use the repair anvil thing and just put dirt in there and rename it to filth, if that's possible. If not, I'm going to ask for it.
I'm not sure why I'd add.
I think I'd add, and I know there are plenty of mods to do this, but one that's full-on supported within the game that can't be broken. I'd love an economy. I really like economy. Any game that I've played, like mainly MMOs, things like WoW and EVE Online, I love trading, and it's really hard to implement trade, but like a server-wide, impossible to break, impossible to exploit trade would be my addition.
I think obviously it's getting easier to do mods and stuff, but I think something where you don't have to reinstall everything every time and like download the latest version and stuff like that. Something that makes it so much easier to do all that stuff in one go. Obviously, I know they're working on that stuff now, but that would make life a lot easier for us. Whenever we're like constantly, they're probably doing a talk about it right now, but that's the type of thing that would make our life much easier when we're doing like trailers or any videos in general. Like we can just literally just get on with it. We spent hours before just like sorting out what plugins we want to use, and it's just like that process should be refined, really.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Act Design, and I have a question for Trot.
Oh,
hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Where's the walrus costume?
Ask them.
That's a good question. We were panicking about this earlier on in the week. We're like, we haven't got a walrus costume. And the ones we looked at were horrible. They were all awful. And then there was like some full-on mascot ones that were just like $800, I think they were. And we're like, well, that's a bit much. Like, so we'll probably do a video on it, a special video, and humiliate him that way. So
It's not been forgotten. They're still going to put me in a ridiculous walrus costume.
we will humiliate him at some point, so don't worry.
It was really frustrating actually because we wanted, there was quite a few wanted to get. They're like Hong Kong, and we couldn't guarantee they'd get here on time, and it's just but I would love to see him suffer. But yeah.
But thank you for
thank you
prodding
very
them
much.
to do that.
You will see it.
It will
Our
happen.
main
There'll be
Hat
a
Film
short.
sponsor right there.
Yeah.
ACT Design,
Hat
everyone.
mainly.
Thank you for the question.
How did you get the name Hat Films?
Good question.
Well, it originally started as Heart Films, I believe, that we now regret because it's stuck on YouTube. On YouTube, Heart Films, or the H-A-A-T
You can see it.
films, but we
You can't see it there.
prefer Hat Films. We had another guy who was working with us ages ago on films and stuff, but he moved on to do different things, and then we literally used our initials, like H-A-A-T.
It's an acronym.
Because, who doesn't?
Because it's
because it's
awful.
something you do. It's terrible. But the logo of the hat was made then. So
I really because obviously these guys they were making short films before I was part of it, and then just as I joined, the other guy left, so it became Hat Films. And I personally, from an outside point of view, I really like the name Hat Films. Like I thought,
works.
I love the logo that was made and all sort of stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much why.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
My question is for Trot, and I want to know, how do you deal with the others' bantering and abuse and humiliation?
We're all friends. Don't worry.
Yeah, but like,
He deals
Smith
with
takes
it.
the piss out
I
of you
know
every
it.
episode.
It's jealousy, that's what it is.
We just can't beat him in trials, and when we do, it's
yeah.
Oh wow,
ridiculously
yeah, he
offensive.
is very
I'm
good
sorry.
at that. Yeah, it's definitely a shield for me, personally.
Is there inner
How is he
security?
doing this? It's a
It's
miracle.
really
You've
frustrating.
never played trials. It's ridiculously hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's don't get me wrong, I am naturally a bit of a troll.
He is.
But I do appreciate nice things as well. But
I defend Trot a lot.
He does. Oh yeah.
I try to get in the
and
middle.
then jumps on the bandwagon when he can get a good
obviously in
joke out of
trials,
it.
it's a different story. When I'm like, why can't I be?
Yeah, basically we kind of assume roles within the group because that's kind of just how group dynamics work. Like I wreck things because I'm awful at building things in Minecraft. So I mean,
And we've been friends for a long time, so it's just like kind of friendly banter, like you have with a few of your mates. It's just
it's all pretend.
There's no hard feelings ever. Like
Not
if we have an
much.
argument or anything, we just settle it there and then we're like, yeah, fine. Cool.
Either that or Trot has the thickest skin in the world because I've been doing it from far longer than before we were on
before
YouTube. I've known him since I was 13 probably.
Yeah,
Is that why he's sobbing through the?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Is that what
that's
sobbing
what all the
is?
crying's about.
Have you also noticed that they mainly answer the question for me?
Exactly. Thank you for your question.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
If you can select one mod, which would you select add into Minecraft?
Good question. That was, which mod would you like to add to Minecraft?
Which mod?
Officially.
Oh, wow.
Pardon?
I'm not sure.
Is he gone? Which mod? I think all the camera-based ones, like
Yeah.
Camera Studio, is awesome.
I think
we
Camera
use that a
Studio
lot.
and like shaders built into one.
Shaders.
Shaders that
Shaders,
ran on
yeah.
a kind of a relatively mediocre machine would be awesome.
So we like the cinematic things, which will enhance like Filthy Animals and all our shorts. So yeah, definitely Camera Studio.
Realistic shaders that would
Yeah.
look really good for like the cinematic stuff we want to do.
And then obviously what I said earlier, economy-wise, like as a non-filmic point of view, but for us the most useful would certainly be the cinematic.
Yeah.
And things like Bet and the Wolves is pretty cool too. But I think that should be a sort of, do you want it or not? Not take over Minecraft, but yeah, as an option. Thank you for the question.
Thanks, man.
What do you use to make your music?
Good question.
Good question. Yeah, we use mainly a program called Logic on Mac.
Yeah.
And a MIDI keyboard.
It's just
Yeah,
a personal
you've
preference.
been using it longer than me. So.
Yeah, I use Logic Pro 9, and that is just an upgrade from GarageBand. You can do anything you want with any of the music tools that are available. GarageBand is a great start. Just get a MIDI keyboard.
What if you're on a PC though? Because I think most people probably have a PC. Because Macs are
sorry.
quite
I started
pricey.
on a PC. Fruity Loops is all right. I had a PC for ages before I got a Mac, and I recently got a Mac about a year and a half ago. Like, I'm a musician in terms of a live musician. Like, I play guitar and stuff and sing and things, but like, I never did what these guys do. They're very like electronic. But yeah, for Windows, it's really difficult. And I was a Windows user for ages, and I was so annoyed. But GarageBand, honestly, like, I know you have to buy a Mac, and it really sucks, but GarageBand is really awesome. Like, from a new point of view, which I was. Like, you just need a MIDI keyboard.
Otherwise, just practice. Yeah, like if you've got a keyboard or something,
it's like
just
30 quid
there
for a
and
MIDI
then it's
keyboard.
just like, yeah.
But Logic Pro is the answer to the question.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very expensive.
If you could make any mod for Minecraft and add anything you wanted to the game, what would it be?
That was
just the previous question.
So the shaders
so like
and the camera
shaders
studio.
and camera studio. So better camera mods. And
Cinematic things.
Yeah, cinematic things that make it better. Thanks.
If you could add a boss mob to the game, what would it be and what dimension?
It'd be a giant walrus in a doctor's outfit.
An evil walrus in a doctor's outfit.
He's always evil.
I'd really like a different kind of dragon in the main world, because I think the Ender Dragons are like the coolest looking animation, like the way they fly around. Like the shots we did for the intro, when I saw those came out, like I was like, wow, that looks cool. Like, you know, when they first came out and they were in the real world and they were just destroying the things they flew through, like totaling things. I'd just keep that in,
definitely.
really.
I did that on the Adventure server quite a lot. I spawned Ender Dragons in the main world. People weren't happy with that.
My house is gone.
Yeah, it just tore holes in people's work. Sorry. I'm a big troll on the server. Don't go on it when I'm on it.
I'd like to get like villains from like other video games. Like in there, that'd be awesome. Like to get like, what's the one in Sonic?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say him.
Sonic, yeah. Like
what's he called? The guy in the float? Huh?
Robotnik.
Get
Robotnik in there.
I knew you were going to say Robotnik. Yeah. That's so weird.
That's weird, isn't it?
That'd be horrible.
This wasn't planned.
No. Okay, yeah. So that. See, I don't know how long I've got. Like 5 minutes left. So go.
Yes.
What do you find is the most enjoyable to record? Like what game?
What game is like other than Minecraft or just Minecraft? Or I mean, Minecraft's really relaxing to like play, kind of, unless you're dying all the time and screaming.
It's a
like
huge sandbox, like, isn't it? Minecraft is very good to record in terms of cinematic.
The Xbox version is quite relaxing as well, because you can just literally lay back and be on a controller, and it's just like But,
it's a completely different game. Yeah, the Xbox is
very different from the PC one. But other than that.
I like Trials.
Trials is fun, even though I fail it all the time. It is a laugh.
Single perspective stuff on the Xbox is really nice to work with, because you can just take it, put our audio in.
On an editing point of view, that is better.
I can show you the comparisons between, say, editing.
Show the there's a screenshot of like all the Minecraft Xbox ones, like all lined up.
So this is Ross in Final Cut Pro. And that is Minecraft on Xbox. So
you got like video layers at the top and then audio layers at the bottom, and obviously all these little markers there are swear words that have been blanked out, because we like doing that, blanking them out. But we still swear a lot on them, but make sure they're not in there.
So yeah, all those little tiny lines. This is zoomed out.
This is zoomed out.
That's Ross swearing.
Not just me. It's not just me.
It's mainly Ross.
When things go bad, this.
But yeah. And this is an epic adventure in Final Cut. So all the media's offline.
3 cameras.
Because I deleted the footage. But you can see all these tracks. That is like 3 videos. So mine, Smith's and Ross's. And then overlays on top of that, which is like the corner cams, the top right cam. And on top of that, we got death counts. At the end here, that's the end slate, which we call, where the death counts come in, and like the total deaths, which I always get wrong. And then the swear
There's
words,
also a screenshot
sound
of
effects.
the recent video for the intro.
Basically, another thing to mention here is when you ask for a multicam perspective in a game in the comments, the reason we don't often do them is because they're so much more work.
We all do editing, so it's never just one person doing the editing. Like we're just like, who wants to do what series? Like Troll edit Trials because he'll record it there, and then because things it follows a certain camera and he always mostly wins. So it's like you want to see that really.
Another important thing I think is the highlight that these guys have been editing for ages and ages and ages. They are essentially professional editors. I started like last year. I mean, I've had 2 very good teachers, like full-time teachers. But honestly, I think you could pick up like basic editing skills, like, I don't know. How long
if you start in like something like Windows Movie Maker, that's a great start. I started there. I think Trot probably started there as well. Something similar, iMovie maybe. But you start learning there, and then you work up. But when you realise that you've hit kind of a limit and you want to do more,
I mean, if you look,
complex
you look at things like Halo, for example, which I'm doing at the moment, and there's a couple of other single cam stuff like that. I edit those, and it's taken a year. Like these guys have helped me with making assets like slates, end slates, and things like that.
Using things like After Effects, if you wanted to know what that was.
Yeah, I just showed a few After Effects screens there. Like this is how I did the green screen.
We made physical green screens.
Most of the After Effects stuff is done by Trot because he's done all the tutorials and stuff, and that's what you need to do really. Just go through or go online, find tutorials, and literally just kind of teach yourself that way. That's kind of how we learn, and that's the best way to do it, really.
So that was basically separating Steve and the portal from the background so that I could add this crazy shattering effect of the background and make it change to something else. That's Logic Pro.
That's the music program.
The music program. So that's the
so
whole MineCon opening music.
Trot was running out of RAM with the instruments, and he had 8 gig.
Yeah,
so
that's mainly,
those are sampled instruments, if you wanted to know.
Mainly orchestral stuff. And that got heavy.
If you look on the intro one, have you played them as this?
Yeah, so we got this Premiere.
That one was that's from the main video that you saw at the beginning of MineCon yesterday.
So we've used Final Cut and Premiere, so we're sort of transitioning into Premiere because we've just built an awesome PC. There's going to be a series with Ross.
Yeah, we built a PC so that we can kind of teach you if you wanted to go
just
for a budget
just to rush this along. We've got 2 more minutes, so we'll just get a couple more questions in very quickly. I hope that helps.
We'll go through this in videos and stuff as well. So.
What recording and editing system do you use?
Okay, very quickly.
We use Adobe Premiere Pro
to edit.
Only recently we've used that. Final Cut Pro 7 is the main one we've pretty much used for the last 6-7
years. multicam stuff like an Epic Adventure.
After Effects to do effects work and overlays, which we render in to MOVs, and then you can use an FCP.
And Logic for music, and so primarily it's like a Mac we're using.
And either Bandicam or Fraps, but Adobe Premiere works on Windows as well. So but we use Bandicam or Fraps to record from the screen, and Audacity to record audio.
Fraps is quite hard on the hard drive, so we only just recently started using it because we upgraded our
big hard drives and lots of RAM are the key to all of this.
You need those,
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry to rush you along.
What advice would you give to someone who's already found success making Minecraft machinimas to further improve their content?
Persistence, I think. I think persistence and kind of
collaborations
work quite well, and also kind of just experimenting. It's trial and error most of the time, so you want to just try something new. Like we've been trying various different things. You can see how things work well, and then unfortunately some things don't, and you just stop them and move on to something else.
Try changing your format up. If you usually do 20-minute epics, try a 3-minute fast-paced thing. Something along those lines.
I think the live stream is coming to a close, so we'd like to thank everyone here for coming along.
Thank you so much.
And also for live streaming it. Thank you, GameSpot, and everyone watching there.
Bye, everybody at home.
Thank you. And we really thank all of you for being with us and
supporting us and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're on YouTube at Heart Films, HAAT Films. Our Twitter's _films.
Keep up to date.
Yeah, that's where you keep up to date with any stuff we're doing, and probably we'll make some videos, maybe tutorials on stuff, so you can try this stuff yourself.
Yeah, and if you guys want to talk or chat or sign anything, we'll be outside again for all that. Okay.
Try and form a queue because it's quite
or a mob.
Don't want to disappoint anyone.
Yeah, we need to change over here, so let's go outside.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.